Today we have a reading for you about somebody who has been keeping secrets, and I think they have realized that it's only a matter of time before those secrets might be discussed or might come out. We have the secrets card and the unrequited card. So the secrets have something to do with emotions and crushes and interest in terms of romance, but maybe not necessarily equitable, right? I'm not sure if we both feel the same way about each other. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, along with more information on how to become a member and also how to find my Etsy page in case you want to buy a candle. Let's dive in. We're going to start with... We're going to start... No... A little indecisive today, but we're going to start with the Thoth Tarot. What else do we have? This secret could be, I didn't want to tell you that I'm not into you, or it could be, I didn't want to be honest about who I'm really into. What is this secret? What are they hiding? Ten of Swords. Ruin. Okay. That's pretty dramatic, you guys. That's extreme. And then we have the Six of Discs, or success. What? What are you talking about? We have ruin and success, which are basically opposites. Okay. I hid something from you. We have love and cruelty. What is this, like opposite day? We have ruin and success and love and cruelty. So two pairs of like conflicting concepts. I hid something from you. I think we have someone who is expressing or like showing, demonstrating, loving, caring energy, but they know when they share this secret, when they talk about the truth, that they risk everything falling apart. What they have worked to build, or what people consider to be like the upside of their life, they risk losing that if they're honest. So we have futility. They're wondering, if I'm honest, is that really a good idea? Maybe I just need to keep this to myself. Maybe I have too much to lose to be honest about this. Hello, Heather. How are you doing? Indeed, this is a cat. And this part glows in the dark, which is kind of cool. All right. What else do we have? This is the Earth and Bones Tarot. Seven of Petals, or Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Jars, or Page of Cups in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Queen of Swords in the reverse lines up with somebody who has been dishonest, or somebody who has kept information from you because they know if you knew this information, you wouldn't be very happy about it. And I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles being in the reverse, this is about whether or not somebody did right by a situation or invested. Page of Jars is in the reverse. I don't know, you guys. I kind of feel like this is somebody who's admitting, I got into this relationship for reasons that have nothing to do with love. I started to date you. I don't really like you. I don't like spending time with you, but you know the people that I want to be friends with. Or you have a boat and it's like almost summer. So I figured I'd be like, yeah, cool, let's be in a relationship. Why not? Because you got me closer to what I want. So if they're honest about not loving this person or not really feeling emotions for this person, do they lose their relationship? 10 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles. Maybe I just keep this to myself because otherwise it would end. Is this somebody who's just in a relationship for money? High Priestess in the reverse. Emperor in the reverse. And the 4 of Wands. I think this is someone who got married for money. I think, or like, you know, a lifestyle. Oh, you have a cabin in the Swiss Alps? That sounds delightful. You want to get married? Hello, Balin. How are you doing? Hello, Valeno. What's up? Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry you had to go through that, Heather. Yeah, I actually have this necklace because my little baby ham bone passed away when he was only 4.5. So, slightly different pain, but understandable nonetheless. Fur babies, we just don't deserve them. They're so sweet. Hello, yo. How you doing? Hello, Abdul. I hope you're having a good day. I'm sorry you were going through that. What else do we have? 5 of Wands, 7 of Crystals or 7 of Swords, Knight of Crystals or Knight of Swords, and the 10 of Jars. So this is someone who I think talked negatively or spoke negatively about their love interest in the early days. I don't really like find them attractive, or I don't know that I can like laugh at their jokes because they're super corny, but at least they pay the bills. At least they, you know, clean up after themselves. I think there was something here where we have someone that felt like they needed to be in a relationship in order to have some sort of security or financial stability, but they talked negatively about their person to someone else, and that could be coming back around to haunt them. I think we have someone who's in a situation where they're being told, I know you don't really like that person. I know you just use them for their money. And if you're not honest about XYZ or whatever actually happened, then I'm going to tell them what's going on. So that's a little bit uncomfortable for them. This is the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? The Heart, Love, number 24. The Lily, number 30. And the Envelope, a message. Loyalty. So a close friend or someone who has a sense of loyalty to the partner of this High Priestess in the reverse, the person who has a secret, they overhear, they witness, they see something, and now it's like, okay, so am I going to be honest about this person who has hidden how they really feel about this relationship? Am I going to break that person's heart? Am I going to tell them what I heard? Or there could even be an ultimatum. I heard what you said when you were talking to your mom on the phone. I know you're not happy in that relationship, or I know you don't respect your husband or wife. If you don't tell them that you're using them for money, then I will tell them what I heard. I think this is a really uncomfortable conversation that's about to happen because we have someone who's realizing I might have had it set up real nice for a little while, or I might have been able to pull off a little bit of an illusion and get what I want for a bit, but I'm not going to be able to maintain it. This is somebody who I think is looking at potentially getting kicked out, having to find a different job, or having to sleep on some couches because they have been faking a relationship. Hello, Summer. How are you doing? Hello, Zalo. Yeah, I would hope that this is a safe place for you. Sounds good, Heather. Have a great rest of your day. We have Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is the Black Tarot, by the way. The King of Swords and the Two of Wands in the reverse. I think we had somebody who was in a desperate situation. I didn't have anywhere to go, or, you know, maybe someone was expecting a child, or maybe someone had just experienced a really traumatic loss of a family member. But this is someone who has faked a relationship, has claimed to be, you know, loving, or yes, you know, you're great, you're my everything, but they don't actually love this person. They just needed a place to stay. They just needed someone to take care of them. Maybe there's some, you know, platonic love that has sprouted up. I've got Ace of Cups in the reverse. And the Ace of Swords, two aces together. I don't want to, but I know I'm going to have to eventually be honest with you and tell you that I never really loved you. Thanks for the good times. Thanks for buying me those new shoes. Thanks for letting me live with you. Because of drastic situations or, you know, change of events, we have someone who felt like they had to do whatever it took to get into a relationship and have somebody that would take care of them. I was going through a transformation, or, you know, I had no money, or, you know, I was trying to hide from an abusive ex. Whatever we have somebody who felt very desperate, like I got to get out of this situation and find a place that I will be safe. But they're nervous. The High Priestess in the reverse knows at some point this truth is going to come out, and they don't know if they should be the one to bring it up. Hello, Lucy. How are you doing? Diana, this is not a channel for somebody who is 8 years old. Please go find something else to watch, please. Hello, Gomez. How are you doing? Hello, Redneck Ghost Hunter. Gomez family, I do a general reading for the first 30 to 35 minutes, and we're at about 13 and a half minutes. And once we get to more like 35 minutes, then I switch over to personal questions, and I prioritize questions from those who have tipped or donated. So feel free to attach your question to a super chat. Hey, Hunter, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I'm gonna put you in a little baby timeout. Because first, how are you going to call someone a fake and an amateur? Like, pick an insult, bro. But I will just tell you this. You might actually find that this is a fun place for you to hang out, that there are some cool people in the live chat. And every once in a while, I'm funny. Like, maybe like once every 8 days. But if you're going to be immature or combative, then I'm just going to block you, okay? Hello, Lola. Lola, how are you doing? What else do we have? Hello, Backwood. How are you doing? I like how you talk about it like it's catching a cold. Hey Chuck, just so you know, it all boils down to intentions. My intentions, which I state when I bless my cards and when I start my readings, are for your highest and best good. I want my readings to help people make the changes that they need to make in their life so that they are happier, wiser, richer, whatever. If, however, someone is doing what I am doing without those intentions, then sure, I understand how you might be worried about that. But now that we have that cleared up, you want to move past that. Hello, is it Roddy? How are you doing? Hello, Cookie Love. What's up? I hope you're having a good day. We have Ace of Spheres, which is the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the 10 of Spheres or 10 of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody who's about to get a phone call. Hey, I know it's been a while, but I heard or I saw the weirdest thing, and I felt like you needed to know that it was your boo thing talking about your relationship, and they don't seem to actually like care about you, or they don't seem to actually have like a romantic interest, or they were talking about how like they're not, they don't see a long-term relationship with you. It feels to me like you are in a relationship with someone who has not good intentions or someone who is hiding their true intentions. And this conversation is happening unless the High Priestess in the reverse admits themselves what's going on or what precipitated their relationship. Because even though they may have behaved like a great partner, maybe they've been faithful, maybe they've been respectful, maybe they've been kind, there has still been misdirection and an illusion. There's still been someone who's claiming that they have feelings when they really don't have feelings. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. Hello, Billy. How are you doing? You're welcome, Beth. Hello, Righteous. What's up? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Beth. I hope you find that that works out in your favor. Hello, Midnight Squirrel. Oh, come on now. If you're going to insult me, you got to spell things right, or I'm just going to make fun of you. Midnight Squirrel, I'm putting you on just a little baby timeout. Me personally, if I see something on YouTube that I don't like or I don't really like subscribe to, I just keep it moving. I don't feel the need to comment on it. Because see, when you comment on it, then the algorithm's going to serve that back up to you again. And if you don't like it, you don't want them to serve it to you again, right? Right? All right, what else do we have? Four of Wands in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse, and the Hanged Man. So our High Priestess in the reverse is trying to make a decision. They are indecisive. Should I be honest about the fact that my motivations for getting into this relationship at the start were pretty self-absorbed or selfish? Or should I pretend that everything is as I claimed it was from the beginning? Should I continue the illusion? Should I continue the lie, right? Oh, I'm sorry you went through that, Righteous. What else do we have? We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Swords, same place as the other Ace of Swords. Five of Wands in the reverse again, and the Fool. So this is someone who got into a relationship just because they didn't have money. This is somebody who, was looking for a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, whatever it is. They don't actually have feelings for you, so why do you keep them around? Why are you interested in this person? Why do you put up with this person? Seems like things escalate pretty quickly. Thank you, Billy. Let me add that for you. What is A hiding from me? I got that for you. Thank you, Billy. And we're about 10 to 15 minutes away from personals. Hello, Constantine. How you doing today? Hello, Soft Skin. Hello, Aircraft. I'm not sure what we're talking about over here, Aircraft. You want to stay on topic for me? That's the reason I'm deleting your comments, just so you know. Okay. Gomez family, I feel like I told you, we got the general reading for the first 30 to 35 minutes, okay? This is not for a specific person. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Hello, Tiana. How's it going? Mark. There are some people out there like that. They can't be honest about anything, right? You're right, Balin. Hello, Khalid. How are you doing today? Thank you for the tip. I am happy to pull some cards for you. I've added you to the list. No, Sojo? Sojo, just to let you know, I don't read cards for myself. My gift is to read cards for other people. I don't actually want to know some of the questions that I might ask about myself. Surprises aren't a bad thing, right? But I don't know why you would want to read cards about that at the end of your life when my belief is when you die, you get a nice little review. You get a nice little heads up on what's going on, right? Oh, I see. We're here to judge? That's cute. Sojo, I ain't worried about what you think about me. I got my gift from God, okay? If you don't like what I do, just keep it moving. Thank you, Lola. I hope you're having a good one. Guidance for the weekend. That's weird, Tiana. Just trying to like pretend nothing ever happened? Avoidance. It doesn't work for anybody. Hello, traveling. How are you doing? We do need a good nickname. Can we go with Nemo? Wait, no. What was the one? Was it voiced by Ellen DeGeneres? What was the fish in Finding Nemo who forgot things really quickly? Tori? Dory. I think it was Dory. We on the same wavelength, soft skin. All right, so we calling her Dory. That's her nickname. You guys like this? Should I charge a fee for giving like the perfect nickname to people? Hey, Righteous, ain't no way I'm gonna do that for you, and I'm insulted that you would even ask me. We were just talking about intentions, honey. So let's keep it 100, okay? Because I am not sending negative energy to nobody. Just keep swimming. All right, sorry. I'm focusing, I promise. All right, so we've got 10 of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Cups, 8 of Cups. Okay, so I'm overwhelmed, or I was overwhelmed. This is the High Priestess in the reverse. I was overwhelmed with life. I had too much going on. I didn't think I could take care of myself. I had to make a choice, and the choice that I made was to walk away from everything. The only way that I could have a fresh start, or the only way that I could change and pivot away from the things that had caused me problems in my life, is if I went into this relationship with somebody that I could trust, or somebody that I felt safe around, but it wasn't because of love. It was because I needed to recuperate. That still sounds kind of selfish. It still sounds like they're kind of using someone, but they're trying to be clear about how things happened. Damn it. I like that stone. It broke, you guys. Just a little bit. But you see how it looks different at the end there? It's all shiny. Oh, wait. Check this out. Wait. I did it wrong. Look, you can see through it. Isn't that cool? Sorry, guys. I'm a big nerd. Hello, Ethan. Yes, I'm gonna say that one out loud because I think it's pretty legit. Free will and predestination both flow through us and time like to infinite train rails. Parallel, never ending. Prophecies are often correct, but we have the power to override what is said over us. So there are many paths extending from where you are in this moment. And there are things that if you continue on the way that you have been going currently, seem to be the most likely outcome or pretty dang likely, right? But if you alter little things, other paths open up to you, right? Hello, Tandy. Hello, Hooks. How are we doing? That sounds good. Love you too, Tiana. What else do we have? Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, King of Pentacles. I think this person's going to be honest. I think they're going to confess what they did or, you know, the circumstances of their decision. What led to, you know, saying, yeah, I want to be in a relationship with you. I didn't look at it as I want to use somebody to get into a better situation. It was more so like I just need to have a reset. Still leaning towards that's a little bit selfish, but I think they're going to be honest instead of try to like cover up how they've approached things, right? Yeah, thanks. Tiana went there. She's like, and you're banned. Be gone, Banshee. Hello again, aircraft. We determined to do some damage, huh? It's a wild, wild west out there in the live chat today, you guys. You might need to bring a slingshot with you next time. Happiness, pressure cooker, and magnetic. So everything looks like happiness from the outside. You make it seem real nice, like you're in this relationship and you're happy. But this third party comes along, they overhear something, or they put two and two together, and they're like, I know that there was something else here that happened. You like to think that this person is, you know, your partner or your soulmate, but I happen to know that they only chose to date you because they were poor, or they only gave you a chance because they felt like you would take care of them. This person was trapped. This person needed money. This person didn't have any choices. They felt like they didn't have any time to figure things out. So they went for the nearest person that would be kind. You'll do. You got a heartbeat. You got a bank account? Sweet. How can I negotiate a deal? How can I get you to take care of what I need to? Well, let's make a deal. You know, we might have someone who's meddling in a relationship and thinks that they are protecting their friend by calling out some, you know, perceived fakeness. And they may end up realizing that the person this high priestess in the reverse is in the relationship with already knows. And it's just kind of like, works out for me though. I get what I want. You know, so I guess it's okay. It's true. Hello, James. How are you doing? Yeah, they can do their reset on their own. I don't know what that is, Sadie. Soft Skin is asking, can you explain masculine or feminine? Oh, you say masculine or female energy. We're going to want to be real specific here. So look, we've got the sun and the moon. The sun is tied to masculine energy. The moon is tied to feminine energy. Masculine energy, the sun, is more about taking action, going out, getting things, being bold, being courageous, being proactive. Whereas the moon or feminine energy is more about emotions and gravitational pull, drawing things in, manifestation, for example. So that would be my basic definition. And I hope that you're very proud of me, because there is a part of me that wants to be really immature when I define those things. Hello, Khalid. How are you doing? All right, we're going to switch over to personal questions. We've got Billy up, then Khalid, and then Lola. For Billy, we've got, what is A hiding from me? Five of Skins, which is the Five of Wands. Judgment in the reverse. Page of Dreams or Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Queen of Dreams or Queen of Swords. So this feels to me like what is hidden from you is how this person actually views themselves, which might seem a little bit strange to you. But what I'm picking up on is this is someone who needs external validation. This is someone who does not have a strong sense of self, or a strong, confident sense of self. So they like being told that they look good. They like being pursued, or they might be prone to doing kind of like silly competitive things just to make other people look less than. This is someone who is hiding that their insecurities impact their ability to heal or act maturely in a relationship. So it's not necessarily like I'm out here talking to another person, or I'm out here cheating. It's more so that the overall approach to decision making is warped. This person doesn't necessarily know how to be loving and caring externally, because they don't know how to be loving and caring to themselves. Was this person raised by someone who doesn't do emotions? This person was raised by a King of Swords in the reverse. Someone who pretty regularly was misrepresenting how they felt or who they are. So a chameleon of sorts. As a result, A has picked up or perhaps inherited the ability to be a bit of a shapeshifter. I can be this for this person and that for another person, and I also don't necessarily really know who the real me is. So what is A hiding? A is hiding insecurity. A is hiding how that insecurity impacts how they approach life or relationships. Two of Skins or Two of Wands in the reverse. I don't like this. I feel like there is something that A is anticipating or planning in their mind. Maybe I could go to that party and meet someone. Or, Billy's going to be out of town, so maybe I could, kind of flirt. I don't like this person. I'm sorry. I think this is someone who still has a lot of maturing to do. I think this is someone who gains points or feels good about themselves for dumb reasons, and needs to be more mature about what actually makes a good person. You deserve someone who's more mature than this. Yeah. They better at least be hot. You deserve better. They need to grow up. All right. Let's see what we've got for Khalid. I hope I'm saying your name right. My apologies if I'm not. And thank you again for the tip. You're welcome, Billy. Hello, LA. How are you doing? Hello, Yang. How are you doing? All right. What do we have for Khalid, please? Five of Swords in the reverse. Three of Pentacles. High Priestess in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Swords in the reverse. I feel like, okay, is this that Khalid can help someone? Okay, there's someone here who's going to offer assistance, support, or advice. And it could be mentorship, right? It could be you want to shadow me and learn this thing, or do you want to learn the other side of the department that you work on? There is an opportunity here for you with regards to profession. Something that someone wants to offer. Maybe it's even, hey, I've heard this company is hiring and I could give them your information. There's someone who is going to offer some assistance and they have insight that you do not have. So this person is giving you a leg up. It is definitely a good thing. And it offers a respite or some... It's like you've been dealing with a setback or a delay, but this person's advice or their offer of assistance enables you to deal with this setback faster. So it's an offer of assistance, right? This is likely a former coworker or a friend, but they have connections or they have a network that is useful for you or to you. This person sees you as an asset to the team. You have a skill set that is marketable. So this individual is offering to introduce you to someone. Why the Death card? I think they just lost an expert. This is someone who is looking for an employee just like you. I mean, maybe this is like, I've got a project I'm working on and I need your help. It could be, for like more of like a non-professional situation, but this feels to me like someone who's saying, I know some people, I'm going to introduce you to some people and it will be helpful to you because I know what you're capable of. Or, if you used to work with this person, I've seen the kind of like happy clients that you generate. But with Judgment in the reverse, I feel like there's a hesitation on your part. There might be I think maybe it's too soon. Maybe I'll wait. That doesn't seem quite right. But the Page of Wands is in the reverse because you're risking missing out on a pretty great opportunity because you misunderstand what is going on. Maybe you don't realize that this job is actually what you would want. Maybe you don't realize that the employer is branching out into a new department. Maybe you don't realize how much they pay or what kind of benefits they have. But I want you to take this opportunity seriously. It might be I'm introducing you to someone who could hire you for something that isn't of interest to you, but when I hire you or when I introduce you to that person, then they know someone who has a job open that's actually for you. This is saying go for it. Someone's offering you help and it's going to be good. It might initially seem like it's going to go nowhere. It might initially seem like it's a waste of your time, but it is not. It's actually amazing. Hello, Lemonade. What's up? Hello, Ren. Hello, Irene. No, Vinay, I generally only go for about an hour. Sometimes it's only 30 minutes. I'm just human. I hope that is helpful, and I wish you luck, Khalid, and thank you for checking out the channel today. And we've got Lola up next. what does Lola need to know as far as guidance for the weekend? What does Lola need to know for the weekend, please? Hey, Drew, what's up? Thank you, Balin. What does Lola need to know, please? Page of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. 5 of Wands and the Moon in the reverse. So I feel like you have a plan. I feel like you have some good things and some downtime planned for your weekend. And I do feel like there is some sort of fresh, like springtime energy here, right? But there's going to be some sort of hiccup in the plans, or there's going to be like a setback. And this could be one of those things where you're like, they canceled early enough, or things are changing early enough in the weekend where maybe I need to consider if I want to make some changes myself. Do I want to, if this person cancels on me, make plans with someone else? Or like, how do I make a change in my itinerary on like the fly? It's because we got somebody here who I think maybe they just have some unexpected illness, or maybe they got some financial issues. But I feel like there's this temptation to maybe hang out with somebody that you know you cannot trust, or somebody who doesn't have the best of intentions. It's kind of like, oh, I got like, I don't know, just like a little bit of like a wild hair. I gotta like go do something weird or fun or reckless. And this is like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Please, for the love of God, do not get naked with this person. I'm sorry if I'm real bossy about it, but this is saying there's some sort of change or delay, or, oh, I guess I have some free time, or, oh, you know, I'm feeling kind of like thirsty or like wild. Let's go out. Let's do something. No, please be very cautious, because what I'm seeing here is somebody who is, how do I say this? We're just gonna go with Garden Tool. It's my channel favorite, right? I see there being a potential hookup, but this person that you would potentially hook up with, and it's a last minute like, okay, why not? This person's going to like tear up your life, make it insanely complicated. When all you have to do in the moment is be like, no, that's a horrible idea. And I know that because I know who this person is. So I'm kind of telling you to have a more boring weekend than you might be tempted to have. Because if you go hang out with this person, it's just drama. Drama, drama, drama. So, like, paint your toenails instead. Hello, Nicole. How are you doing? Ren says, are you human? I am indeed. Just a little bit of fairy. It's cool. Hello, Jara. How are you doing? I hope that helps, Lola. I believe in you. Hello, Donnell. How are you doing? All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.